Hey y'all, it's Road Trip with Renee. I recently moved to Oregon and I found out that I can't sports bet here because it's illegal. So I looked around and I found that I can get on Prizepicks. And even though it is missing some of the features, like I can't bet on like who's going to win the game, and also I can't bet on like unders and overs, I can bet on the players. And so I recently started doing that with football because since the election, I have taken like a news break and there's nothing on TV. So I started watching a little bit of football. And while I'm not an expert by any means, I did want to share with you guys some things I've learned and some picks for tomorrow's playoff game. Let's get started. I'm going to show you guys how I place my bets. And if you guys have any feedback at all, please shoot me a message, comment, do anything of that nature. I'm happy to hear it because I'm all ears. I love learning. So we're going to go ahead and click on Prizepicks. One fun thing that I try to tell my friends is that do not bet the money that you don't have. So I will only bet low amounts. I'm talking like $1, $2, $5, $10. I'm never going over $10. First off, I don't like losing money. And one reason that I bet is because I enjoy betting and having like a stake in the game. I feel like it makes watching the game a little bit more enjoyable. I'm like a lot more into it. But I'm not betting to become a billionaire. I know Mozzie has people thinking that they're going to be able to get on here and just take away with a bag. No, that's not the case. Unless you have a crystal ball, I wouldn't do it. So that's just something I want to just tell you, keep in mind, because I don't want you losing your money because of me. So first thing I do is I click on the schedule and then I click on one specific game just to kind of see what the options are that are available. So as you'll see, this is going to be the Eagles versus the LA Rams. And I don't really know any of these players whatsoever. So I am not going to bet on this game except for interceptions. So I had went to the interceptions, and that seems like that's something that happens often. And I noticed that Matthew Stafford has 0.5 interceptions. And that is going to be one of the green guys. And the green guys mean that that is a very probable thing to happen. Probable, again, does not mean guaranteed, so keep that in mind. Also, if you look at Jalen Hurts, he has a red guy by him, and that means that that's unlikely. But if you bet on that, you'll get more bang for your buck if it happens. So, anywho, I ended up betting on Matthew Stafford to have one interception or more tomorrow. Along with him, I also have bet that Lamar Jackson will have more than 57 rush yards. Lamar Jackson is actually on the Baltimore Ravens, but when you look at his stats, you'll notice that, let's go to his stats. So let's go to the Baltimore and Buffalo game, and then rush yards. So the last 5 games, if we look at Lamar Jackson's stats, the last 5 games, he has had an average of 63.6 on rushing yards. And one cool thing is that you can actually look at this through Prizepicks. So the information is right there for you. Now, another website that I use is going to be Yahoo Sports. And if we look at Yahoo Sports, let's see if we can find the last time that Lamar Jackson played against the Buffalo Bills, if he played against them at all. All right, so it doesn't actually look like he has played them at all. So we will go ahead and just use his stats from the last 5 games. Now, when you look on this, it'll say 56.5, and that means that he can either have 56 or less or 57 or more. And so if it says 56 or just a whole number in general, if it gets to that whole number, if it's like tied to that, you do not win. I try to always stay away from those. I only bet when it's 0.5 because there is a possibility that you'll lose. Now, another bet that I did is going to involve the Buffalo and the Baltimore game tomorrow. So I did rushing yards and passing yards. And the reason that I did that is because both of those stats looked like they were a higher possibility than going under. So let's go ahead and look at Derrick Henry. And his rushing yard average is going to be 140. And I thought because of the importance of this game that he's definitely going to hit that mark tomorrow, if not more. So the number is 98.5. So I bet that he would go more. Now for Josh Allen, let's go to him. All right, so for Joshua Allen, his number is 240.5 for passing yards, and his average is 262.4 his last 5 games. So again, I think because of the severity of this game, he will hit more than 240.5. So I just need him to hit 241, and then we're good to go. And as you can see, his last games, he's hit 272, 362, 342. So there were 2 games where he only hit 182 and 154. I'm hoping that he does more this time. So if you guys have any feedback at all, please comment below. I'm happy to hear it.